is big defensive intense style. So this is a style that's focused on countering. There's 8 specific counters where it requires your opponent to attack, and then you'll attack in response. But in order to get to the counters, there's 3 moves. So the first one is you just reach your hands out and you pull them back in to just grab your opponent, bring him towards you. The second is you reach one hand out and you bring him in while blocking with this hand. And this will just get you closer to your opponent and make him want to hit you. Then if your opponent is rushing you, you can stall by coming back like this into the resting stance, standing up and pushing him off 1 or 3 times maybe, or as much as you really want, coming back and just continuing doing this to get him off of you. Okay, so now for the counters. The first counter is from this position. Your opponent attacks you and you come back like this. You know, this guards your face, this guards your body. Go to the empty stance so you can hook with the leg. You can do that right off the bat, or you can bait it out by going like this. And then once your opponent strikes, falling back twice to get here. If you feel like your opponent's gonna blitz you too hard, that he's just gonna overrun this, you can kind of slow him down and then hit your move from here. So from here, what are the counters? The first one is just punching up. So you fall back, then you punch up, you step forward and you break him down again. The second one is you step back, then you spin around and you try to grab your foot, and you want to keep his body or his leg in this triangle. That way you'll trap him. Then you twist around and you bring him back and you punch like this, then wrap around again and punch like that. The third way is come back, you know, size him up, post, step, step, and then do a side kick. And then the third way is you just come all the way back up here, and like this one it's not the strongest, but it's like in case, just so you can get him with something if you blunder it, and then you just, you know, poke him with one of your fingers, you know, just so you have some sort of attack. Okay, the next counter is your opponent strikes and you encircle his arms and come here. Now as he backs up, you're gonna hit his knees with a very like strong hitting motion, which is gonna unbalance him. And you're gonna do that twice, and then you're gonna be able to punch him like that while blocking with this this form. The third option counter is your opponent strikes and you come back here, dodge, then you use the momentum to come over, grab him again, and punch. And you can bait out a counter by elbowing, going to the fist, going to the groin, blocking, and then once he attacks, you can come right into that counter. The fourth one is you're standing here. This elbow, like it scoops up. Your opponent attacks you, basically you scoop up the entire thing, then use the twisting motion of your hand to throw everything down. And from here, you punch forward, and then you can step like this and come up and do an elbow into a punch. You can turn either ways, or you can come up here, come down, punch, and then just continue on this series by coming up here, coming down, punching again, coming up here, coming down, punching again, as long as you're able to. But all that momentum starts with this. The fifth one is you're blocking like this. And once your opponent attacks you, you can kick, snap kicks, then punch. Remember, snap kicks can be straight on or they can be to the angles. Or you twist, you do a side kick and you spin around back to the original position. Next, there's this move where you poke him, you like lunge at them with your fingers and fall back, or you hammer down and then you slap with their hands. And then once your opponent comes back and he tries to attack you again, what you want to do is you want to step, and then plant your foot and get ready for your counter attack, which is either going to be like this or just like this. Counter number 7 is you come like this and your opponent attacks you and you slap down his hands and you do a jumping snap kick. And then counter number 8 is you fall back like this and you do inside kicks, you catch him, and you do another inside kick and you catch him. You keep doing that as long as you're able to keep up the momentum.